Hello again. It's Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and I have an idea that I want to share with you guys. And first I want to warn you, don't buy the squeeze bottles from the dollar store because you'll wind up with your paint all over. So I retired these a long time ago and they've been kicking around because I save everything, even bad stuff I save, because you never know when it'll come in handy for something. So my idea was this. I like to submerge cups of paint, and it's not impossible if you put a pinhole in the top to let the paint seep under a puddle around the container. So this is my idea. I want more paint coming out of a smaller space to submerge under more paint. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure that really makes any sense, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. So I think that is regular white paint. Good to know. I'm going to spread a little something right in the middle so that I have a way to seat my container right there, right in the middle. And then I'm just going to add a lot of paint. That happens to be standing by with the top off because I'm draining something else. I just have to make up my mind what colors I want, and I think that's not it. I saw that. I have 20 minutes, yeah, I don't care about that, before the camera shuts off. And I probably don't need as much paint as I think I do, so I'm going to try and stop short. Try being the primary word in that sentence. Yeah, okay, I like this over here. These paints have been shaken up. They all have Floetrol and Gac 800 mixed into them beforehand, and that, for me, works to keep the cracking from happening. I'm going to throw a little white in there. White and black are both good catalysts. And I'm thinking that I would love to put some black around there, but what I need is a puddle. So I'm going to use my squeeze bottles and make a nice big puddle, thinking that if I release this slowly with an edge catcher, hopefully nearby, yes, right behind me. This is a 14 by 14 inch canvas, by the way. And I had noticed the other day, if I just lift very carefully, like so, I can get the vast majority of my paint to seep underneath. This is an experiment I've wanted to do for a while. It's another potential slow tipping process, just like ring pours are, and I'm not any better at tipping these slow than those. I'm just not that patient. I have patience in other areas sometimes. I'm hoping for lacing. There's always Rain-X original formula. If you use my formula of Floetrol and Gac 800 that's listed, bugs today, that's listed under the video in the description area, it gives the mixture for my paint pouring. I think it's time to pull out an edge catcher. Yesterday's edge catcher. Edge catchers are just plastic sheeting that you can find on most packaging, and these came from Michael's 16 by 20 inch canvases. Now what I use my edge catcher for most often is to catch edges, keep them from flowing over. I don't think I wanted that right where I had it to begin with. So I'm going to send my paint down. Whoops. Let's catch an edge before it goes everywhere. I guess that's where it wanted to start, so that's where it started. I let a puddle happen, and I let it pool, and I throw it back. And that agitates the paint and changes the pattern. Both things I like. I'm going to center my paint because I can hear Gina's voice always. And let it pool again. And if I need to change this, I will by adding paint from my squeeze bottles. Now when I let this paint run down and pool, I also squeeze the edge catcher right back over. So I send the paint, for all intents and purposes, right back onto the canvas, as well as covering the edges. Now once I don't have a handhold anymore, it's not as easy. And I think I want some other colors in there, because I can. Let me think what I want in there. I have some really nice shimmering purple. And yeah, I might have just messed up the design, who knows. I'm willing to take chances to find things out. It just wasn't as exciting as I was hoping for. But if I add the squeeze bottles early enough, they will integrate themselves into the pattern. So I'm just going to keep tipping. It occurs to me I wish I had used more black. And it would have been okay to have more negative space. I'm going to recenter the paint so that the vast majority of what's flowing on that canvas goes to the center as best I can, before I then attempt to send it down to the other side. And I'm going to let that go this way. I haven't used any silicone to make things sell. Floetrol will often make things sell all on its own. Squeeze it back on. Sometimes it'll slip. I don't think it's the end of the world. I've been waiting to tell you guys that. Not the end of the world. Getting the edge catcher caught in your painting can be kind of devastating too, and it happens, but that's also not the end of the world. There's bound to be something you can do. Now I see that spot there, and what do I want to do with that spot? I want to throw a little purple in there, because I can. Use a bamboo skewer to fill the space. I'm not hating my white here. It probably won't stay unless I make it stay, and the only way to make it stay is to use a skewer to just sort of shuffle it into position. Let's see if I can do that. I left purple paint on there. Oh well, it's going to be a little changed. So I'm just going to use my finger and let the paint that's already going down over the side go down over the side again. I'm going to take the paint from my fingers and put it right here too. That, because I can't see, reminds me I have glasses. And there they are, I can see them. Yay! I can see my glasses, therefore I can use my glasses. Alright, so same over here. As long as the paint is damp, I don't mind that little striation running through there from the paint that's on my skewer. Or I would have wiped it off more carefully if I was going to mind. We hope. Alright, so in a nice swiping motion, I can also always drag my skewer and paint with it from anywhere to anywhere else, as long as it's somewhat thick. Sort of like so. I really do want some black in there. Maybe not a lot. Maybe more than I think. Who knows? Find out in a minute. I think a little more. That way I can use it on the edges. I can just roll my skewer and send paint right over the edge. Whatever's on my skewer I can then use to cover miscellaneous vacant spots. Okay, so miscellaneous vacant spot covered. Run my finger along the edge, pick up any extra paint right now so I don't have to clean it off my tile, which I do take my tile and clean it off pretty regularly lately. Yes, I see that black. I'm just gonna catch that little spot that's missing. That's fairly dramatic. I don't know how much of that black I can keep. And we haven't torched, so let's torch. And hopefully that will release. I want some more black over there. I kind of want a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of places, but I think this painting has got its own agenda, so We experimented and we find out we can get some lacing, probably not as much as I expected. This is lacing, that's lacing, that's lacing, that's lacing. That's from sending the submerged paint underneath. Yes, I did. I just dragged that skewer the full length of that. Now, I could also take out my medical tubing, filthy as it is, and blow and see what we unearth. Because you never know what's under there. And I didn't actually want to do that, but I'm not minding that I did now. Because I have a need to know. A lot of times. What I do with you guys is not necessarily what I would do on my own, but I sell my artwork, but not enough of it. I need to sell my artwork so that I have some space. The only artwork I can rationalize doing is the stuff for camera. Yeah, you can just drag your skewer kind of basically and boldly, make patterns through anything that you expose. I don't know if I want that right there, but I'm not minding this, and now I'm going to torch again. It's pretty dramatic. We torch to get rid of the bubbles from shaking the paint, from mixing the paint, also to release patterns in the paint, because these paints, as long as they have pouring medium mixed in them, Floetrol or pouring medium, Gac 800, whatever you're using, they don't necessarily mix together. That's what creates the patterns. At least that's my opinion, or my way of looking at it, whatever you want to phrase it. I like all of that. We're not getting a lot of cells. I like all of that, but I want some of this. I want some gold up there. Use my turntable. See if that's really what I wanted. I think it is, or I can make it into what I want it to be. I refuse to give up most times. What else do I want? I kind of want some blue over there. That's not the blue I want over there. I want some other blue. I have some nice new blue I just mixed up. Where are you? I guess it's not coming. I'm going to take this metallic blue and hope it doesn't come out Floetrol at the tip. No. Yeah, I wanted that there. We have 6 minutes left. I need to tell you that I don't just sell my paintings. I have Pinterest boards where I put a lot of products with my artwork on them that lead you to pixels.com, where everything I've ever posted on the internet, basically, except for recently on Facebook, is located. If you're looking for the YouTube wet and dry artworks, there is an album underneath the video at the bottom, at the very bottom of the description, that's a link to a Facebook album, both wet and dry. And I don't mind this at all. I can't wait to see what it looks like tomorrow, honestly. I'm just going to very lightly pull my skewer a few places that I think I might like it to go. Should I? Should I not? Yeah, I got a lot of paint right there. Putting it over there didn't hurt my feelings a bit. I got stuff in the way. I kind of want to use this method again on a larger piece. I think I'll throw that in the bucket. Didn't waste too awful much paint. This is bothering me here, and I need it to change before I go. So I'm just going to do that. Change it up a little bit. And that's not bothering me. That black didn't really stay. I'd like to tip, but I don't think that we require tipping. And I don't know what the Rainix would do, because I didn't really stack my colors so much. Anyway, so I think I've told you everything I need to tell you for now. And this is Priscilla Batzel at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. Unable to quit. Ever. I love to play, what can I say? Try and have some fun. It should all feel like play. if you're working too hard at it, it's not fun anymore. I'm not so sure what I just did was something I wanted to do, but I've got skewers. And I can make it into something I want it to be. And I kind of don't mind that little added interest there, never hurt anything. I like these crossover lines. I'm trying to think. If you'd like to contribute to help me keep painting, I haven't had many lately, but I do appreciate the ones I've gotten from the people who've helped me so far. That's not happening right now so much, and I could use some help before the book gets published. We're hoping the book gets published for Christmas. That should include wet and dry artworks and questions and answers, and just basically pictures and links to everywhere, links to videos, links to everything. But if you would like to help me by contributing to Patreon or PayPal, those links are both under the video and also, yes, I'm just playing, also on my YouTube header. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. That's a dramatic piece of art, and some of it's accidental and some of it's contrived, and I behoove you, or behoove me, is that even proper, to tell the difference. So I am going to say, I don't think I need to torch again. But better safe than sorry, because I hate bubbles in my painting, and if I torch, the bubbles come out. No, that's fun. That's dramatic. This is Priscilla in Spring Hill saying thank you to all my contributors, and thank you guys for all the love, and I appreciate your comments. If you have questions, look under the video, and after that, if you can't find the answers, please, by all means, ask me. I'm more than happy to help you out. Alright, we'll see you soon. Maybe in the next video. I hope so. Bye for now.